So the story of my first Gibson, of course, is a Les Paul. And this is it. I still have my first Gibson Les Paul. This guitar is actually, I think it's like a late 70s deluxe. It's definitely a deluxe. I got this guitar when I was working at a gas station. So I was working at a gas station, I was working in a booth, and a guy drove up one day and he says, "Hey, you're a guitar player, aren't you?" I go, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "I got this guitar I want to sell. Are you interested?" I go, "Yeah, of course." And as soon as he said that, my first thought was it was hot. So he pulls it out of the case, and it was like, wow, oh my God, it's a Gibson. Not only is it a Gibson, but it's a Gibson Les Paul. It's a black Les Paul, just like Peter Frampton's. But I picked it up and I started playing it, and the first thing I noticed is, oh my God, the neck just fit me perfect. It was a little bit heavy because it was a late 70s one, but the neck was just perfect. It's like at that point, early in my life and my career, I didn't really ever have a guitar that felt that well. So I started playing it, just sitting there in his car, and it was perfect. I go, "Yeah, man, I love it. I love it. How much?" And he gave me a price, and the price was ridiculously low. So I knew that, look, even if it was hot, I wasn't going to lose too much on it. But I had a friend that worked at the police department, and I called him, and he checked the numbers out, and it was clean. The guy just wanted to sell the guitar cheap and fast and knew that I was a guitar player. So this is it. Of course, I changed it out quickly to some humbucking pickups because I couldn't take the single coils. They just really weren't for me. Over the years, it's changed to Seymour Duncan pickups in it. But this is still my first Gibson, my black Les Paul, man. I played this guitar for many years. When I first got it, of course, I was blown away because I had never owned a Gibson before. I mean, I was a young kid. I had copy Les Pauls. I had one that looked just like Peter Frampton's Les Paul, but it was a copy. That's all I could afford at that time. So, of course, when I first saw, the Gibson logo, when he pulled it out of the case and I saw it, I went, oh my God. And then I saw it was a Les Paul. I mean, my mind was blown. It's like, oh my God, it's almost like it was made for me. Here it is being delivered to me. So that was definitely really exciting, being able to, get my hands on a real Gibson Les Paul. At that point, I never had. I've only seen them. So this Les Paul, like I said, I've had it for a long time. And when I got my gig in GNR, this was the black Les Paul that you see in every video that we ever did. It was my main guitar that I played every night. Still to this day, I still tour with it. I record with it all the time because, once again, I haven't found a better neck than this neck. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes guitars find you, and this guitar found me. And the neck is perfect. Now, sonically, I got it really tuned well with the Seymour Duncan pickups. It just kicks butt. And weight-wise, it's not as bad as some of the heavier Les Pauls. It's definitely, where I can play it every night for a couple hours and I don't have a problem. And how I know it's this guitar is I still have my old Candy sticker on the back and my Kill for Thrills sticker and my buddy's bicycle line he had, sport bike. Look at all the worn-in raw marks, from the old black lacquer and many years of abuse. The belt buckles, the glam years, everything.